Hey guys, Brig here and welcome back to How to Make 1 Million Gold in WoW episode 5. And we are just continuing where we left off last video because I finished making the last video literally less than 24 hours ago. Then I went to bed, then I was out all day working and I've just got back. So whilst the videos might be a few days apart, right now it's basically the last time I logged on. First time I've logged on since that last video. And we are going to check the mailbox. I've already had a look, a sneak peek, and it's very good, guys. So look at that, 163k. That's just overnight, guys. That's literally just from midnight and then a bit during the day, but I wasn't even online to undercut today. So look what's sold. So those failure detection pylons that we made 60k profit from, they almost all sold. How many have sold? A ton. 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, over 100 have sold. We've got 21 left on the auction house, but we've sold 100 of them. So that's like already over 50,000 gold profit just from failure detection pylons. Another great sale is our BOE flip that sold. So there you go, guys. That took me like 2 minutes to find and flip. Bought it for 40k, sold it for 80k. That's a very easy way to make 40,000 gold. In terms of the rest of the stuff, we got ourselves Steamy Romance toy. We got ourselves a few enchants, a few glyphs as always, Tome of Illusion Outland, which we make like 5k profit from each. And actually, if we go and check the auction house, I believe we have another Tome of Illusion Outland which is coming in. So another tasty bit of profit there. But yeah, guys, I am fairly excited. We have over 300k profit, well, over 300k liquid for the first time. And we have a ton of other gold, well not a ton, but we got like 10k on my Demon Hunter, and we got like 15 to 20 on my sniping character, so we're at like 330,000 gold overall, which I think officially makes us 1/3 of the way there. How exciting. We have done pretty much every single gold making method now. Now we've done the successful BOE flipping, we've done the crafting, we did the farming from the first episode. I guess we could do transmog farming, but you guys know I'm not into that, so probably won't bother with that. Also, it takes a long time to sell that kind of stuff. I suppose we could look at selling some battle pets arbitrage, but that would kind of be cheating because I'm trying to just do it on one server, so I probably won't do that. So the trick now is just to continue what we've been doing, but continue it, ramp up our operations, go a bit crazy, and try and get this gold as quickly as possible. I've had a lot of comments saying how lucky I've been and this must be a crazy server and how everything just sells and nothing sells for you guys. I always get these comments. I got the comments all the time on my other gold cap challenge on the US, and I get the comments all the time on my main server, Sylvanas Alliance, and now I'm getting it on the new server. So I mean, maybe it is that I'm just lucky every time, guys, but I think it's a bit more than that. I think I make my own luck by doing everything right, and I think I just go and find things that are good for gold making and I exploit them. Of course, I got a bit lucky with that snipe with the 2 fox kits for like 2k each, but I mean one of them hasn't sold and the other one we sold for 25k, so that got me like 23k profit. So if you want to take 23k off there for being just pure luck, then maybe, but you know, first of all, you've got to snipe to be lucky, and I was sniping. And second of all, I think we've done a lot more than just getting a lucky snipe, so that's what I think. I had no idea how good this server would be when I came to it. Now, I thought it would be a half-decent server because it's the kind of population size that I like, which is pretty high pop, but not like the very, very, very highest pop. So that's why I chose it, and it's also like a pretty common server size. Most people, well probably not most people, but there's a lot of people on a similar size server to this. So those are the reasons I chose this server. I had no idea what was actually going to sell. For example, I got engineering on my Demon Hunter because I thought that the auto hammers would sell. But guys, I don't think we've sold a single auto hammer. Or maybe we have. Those gun shoes and gun packs I made didn't sell. Where are the auto hammers? I must have sold some at least, but very, very few. In fact, no, I've sold none. Guys, I've sold no auto hammers, and they make no profit. Look at the profit I actually lose. I'm actually losing gold selling these if we take the prices right now. So Autohammer's failed me. But what did I do? I looked around and I found, hey, this crazy new market that I've been investing in, which is the failure detection pylon market. No idea about it before, really. On my last server, they sold for nothing. On this server, you know, they're selling for like 500 gold. Before they were selling for 300, so it was still a pretty decent profit. But now it's even crazier profit. And yeah, every time I sell a stack of 20, I make 400 gold times 20. So I make 8k gold every time I sell a stack of 20. I had no idea about that before, but I looked around, I found something that sells well on this server, and I found something that sells for profit on this server, and I exploited it. And we are going to be doing that a hell of a lot more today. Last time I thought I went overboard with the failure detection pylons, but in 24 hours, they almost all sold. Yeah, we made about, what did we make, like 120? And they almost all sold. In fact, I think we made 150, so we've sold 120 or 30 so far. And what I'm going to do this time is go a bit overboard, so I'm going to massively try and exploit this market, because that's what you do when you find something that works, you keep going. So I'm going to make, you know, like 500 of these or even 1,000 of these and try and sell them over the next 2 or 3 days. Maybe 1,000's excessive, but I mean, we've already sold 160. If I were to make 500 and sell them for this price, you know, each one nets me 400 gold profit. 500 times 400 is 200k. So I could make myself 200k profit from failure detection pylons. And we've already made almost 100k from them, so when I complete this challenge, it could end up being that half my gold was made from these silly failure detection pylons. That'd be a bit crazy, and that probably won't happen, but that's what I'm going to try and do, because the investment's not that crazy. Even if they start selling for 300 or 200 instead of 500, I'm still going to make a nice profit from them. And they're very easy to make, they take no time at all, so that's what I'm going to do. On your server, it probably won't be failure detection pylons, it'll probably be something else, but it doesn't matter, you've got to find that little thing that's making gold for you and exploit it. I am slightly worried because the last video got released a few hours ago, and in that video I was making a fair bit of gold with these already, so maybe everyone will have seen them and it's going to crash the markets. I've already seen someone posting quite a few when there wasn't before, so maybe that will happen, and maybe we won't sell many because of that, but I think I'm giving myself too much credit. I don't think that many people watching this series are on my server, at least I hope not, but yeah, we'll see. Yeah, already guys, it's a few minutes later, and as you can see, a ton more failure detection pylons have gone up in stacks of 20 on the auction house. Someone undercuts by 50 gold like they do, and then everyone else undercuts them, and it goes like that. So that's the problem of being a YouTuber. People follow your challenge, people join your server, and they take your tactics, but that's fine. That is why I do these videos, to help you guys out, so congrats to these people, and we'll have to compete with them, but it's fine. I'm always going to be finding new stuff to make me gold, and we're just going to keep on going and seeing what we can do. I can't believe I affected the supply that much. The supply is over quadrupled since I released the video compared to what it was, which is kind of crazy. But I guess that is what happens. It also happened with the glyphs a couple of episodes ago. I was making a ton of gold with the glyphs, then all of a sudden I released a video with them and the margins get way smaller, the price of Fellwort goes up, and I'm not saying that was just me, but I may have had something to do with it. It's kind of interesting, I guess. Another thing I can now make is the Crystal Fire Spell Staff. I've just been doing my daily cooldown every day, getting 20 war paints, so I can now finally get this. It's just an old transmog from Warlords, and it sells really well. Gets you a nice 10k profit. I feel I should probably start building up my sort of transmog on the auction house. Don't have that much time. Well, I'm not planning on spending that much time on this challenge. Like, transmog takes months to sell, and we'll probably be done within months, so I doubt we're going to be doing that. But anything that's a quick selling transmog, I am perfectly fine with selling. Still making myself my Tome of Illusions because they're still selling really good, and I managed to get some relatively cheap Savage Bloods. Anyways, I just spent a ton of gold on some Fell Slate and on some Laystone, and we're going to send this over to my Demon Hunter, and we are going to craft ourselves some failure detection pylons before the market gets completely killed, and also we're going to try and craft ourselves a bit of blacksmithing gear. That would be nice. And to kickstart, I'm actually just going to make a ton of Demon Steel bar. They make more like 20 gold profit, not 10, at the price I bought the ores at, so I'm probably not going to sell them as Demon Steel bars. Might sell a few, but it's just useful to have them so I can make some gear, and it's also pretty good for leveling up blacksmithing. This should get me to pretty much Legion level, well, definitely Legion level I hope, and that means I can unlock all the old world stuff and start hopefully getting some nice transmog up on the auction house if it's profitable. So this could take a while. Anyways, it is pretty late, so I'm just going to make myself the failure detection pylons. We can make 380 of them, which should hopefully net me around 140,000 gold profit, which would be amazing. Probably won't get that, but we'll see. Okay, we're also going to be flipping another BOE, so I found someone in trade chat who is willing to sell me this BOE. It is the Demolisher leg plates. They were willing to sell for 80, I said 65, and we ended up at 70. 70, there we go. And I'm quite excited about this because I think we can make a nice bit of profit flipping. It actually turns out the guy watched my videos, so I don't know if that made a difference in being able to bargain him down, but I mean it was only 10k. You can usually bargain people down a small percentage, which I did, so that's good. But anyway, he bought it for 45k, so it's a very good flip from him, 45 to 70. However, I'm hoping to sell it for even more than that. For those of you wondering how to properly price these, I mean you can look on the auction house. Look, so there's two 950s for 200k. There is a 935 for 116. We're 945, so we're going to be somewhere in between the 116 935 and the 950 198. I'm going to go for 150. That would get us over double our gold, a nice sort of 80k profit, and yeah, hopefully it'll sell for that. 150k. Let's try, and we'll see what happens. Anyway, back on my Demon Hunter, just to keep you guys updated. I am getting my order hall kind of sorted, just leveling up my followers. They're almost max level. I went and used some nether shards to get some relinquished armor sets. Those are good for getting your followers up a bit, because I think you have to get all your followers to 900 item level, and then that's when you can unlock the proper full-on Argus missions that get you the most gold. So that's my plan for the followers. Though it's going to be a bit annoying because I'm pretty sure before I've got my followers optimized I'll have already hit 1 million gold. I mean, touch wood. But yeah, we'll see. Anyhow, I ran out of Felix. All the Felix have been selling. Really nice, sell for like 6k profit. You know, maybe even 7k, depends what you value your bloods at. And they sell pretty well. But unfortunately, I've not got enough bloods. Only 5 bloods. I've got 25 on Breg, but only 5 here. It's very annoying. There aren't very many others going on. There's no more world quests that I can... there's one blood world quest, that's it. And there doesn't seem to be much else, so not ideal. On my Druid, another really annoying thing is I don't have the Technique Strazen Mark yet. It's one of the best-selling relics, and I do not have any curious coins. There's actually a couple of emissaries that I can go and do, and I think I can go and do some of the whatever they're called, invasion points, and hopefully we will get a curious coin from one of those. Also, what do you guys think will happen first? Me getting a legendary or me getting to 1 million gold? Alright, we got ourselves 2 emissary caches. Let us see what's inside. Nothing good. And a legendary. Well, not what I wanted, and just answered my question for me. Was I going to get to 1,000,000 or a legendary first? Well, I got my legendary first. It's a half decent one. For Resto Druids, it's actually quite good. I got no idea how good it is for anyone else. Doesn't look that good for Boomkins, but anyway, I don't really care. It looks kind of cool, actually. Anyway, that's annoying. We did not get our Curious Coin, but we just did our Greater Invasion, and we got ourselves the Curious Coin. Yay! Yeah, profit is not that good on it. Again, got to take into account Blood of Sargeras price, but it does sell pretty well, so I will make one of these and we'll see what happens. In terms of everything else, I'll do my daily war paints cooldown. Tranquil Mind isn't making much gold at the moment. I haven't even bothered with them recently. Like I say, guys, sometimes things just go in and out of profit. You gotta kind of take it, especially on these high pop servers where it's a lot harder to dictate prices. You really do have to just sort of take into account of what's selling right now and get on that train, like I was saying earlier, and ride that train until it's not profitable anymore, because that's generally what happens. Just gonna make some Tome of Illusion as well. Right now the Dream Shards are ridiculously priced, which is very annoying. However, a good thing with TSM is you can run a crafting scan for Dream Shard, and this will come up with anything that can be disenchanted into Dream Shard, or anything that can be used to make Dream Shard, you know. So yeah, we can now buy ourselves this stuff for like 100 gold, much better than the 300 gold. And that's going to make us like an extra 1,000 gold profit than what it actually says. So a great way to increase your profits, though we don't want those. Though it can be quite a slow scan, but if you've got the time, nothing wrong with making a bit of extra gold. But do bear in mind the drop rate is not 100%, so sometimes you'll get other stuff, like I got some large prismatics as well. But anyway, make ourselves the Tome of Illusion. One thing I also noticed, guys, look at what our mailbox is looking like already. Now, generally I just do one mailbox opening per video, the one at the start. But we already did an opening this video, and look what it's up to already. Yeah, 180k to go with our 180k we already have, which will take us up to 360k, which is pretty good because we did spend 70k earlier on just one item to flip, so that would have been what, 430, plus the gold on my sniping character. We're pretty much halfway there, guys. Okay, we're only like what is it, 2/5 of the way there in terms of liquid gold, but in terms of everything on the auction house, I mean, should we go and look at our auction house as well? What's it saying? What does it say? Okay, so we've got 400k on the auction house. So we've got 400k liquid pretty much, and 400k on the auction house. So things are going fairly well. Almost all of the bad boys that I made earlier, I can never remember their names, failure detection pylons. Most of those have sold. We've still got like 100 left. But how many did we make? Like 350 or something? So we've sold a fair amount of them in pretty much 24 hours, which is very nice. But yeah, I almost wish I had a third character, really, because I've running the professions really well at the moment. My enchanting and my inscription is going really well as my engineering and blacksmithing. We've also leveled those up this episode, so our engineering and blacksmithing level is really good. I think engineering's like 600, blacksmithing's like 750. We could work on some old world stuff for the engineering and blacksmithing just to finish off with. At least we'll have a look and we'll see if anything's selling. Like I say, for this challenge, which isn't lasting very long, it's a bit annoying to spend gold on transmog when I might not sell it in time. So that's why I'm being a bit wary of crafting loads of transmog like I usually do in my daily craft videos on my main server. In fact, almost everything that I sell on my main server that I cancel and repost on a daily basis is crafted transmog, because that's the stuff that has crazy profit margins, just takes ages to sell. But if you've got loads of it up, then occasionally you'll get some sales. So that's what I do on my main server. There is not much point doing that here. But let's go check on my Demon Hunter and see if there is anything half decent. Yeah, I mean, as always with engineering, there's quite a few items that could make me a lot of gold. You know, the wormhole generator toy, the moly toy, they're all got really good profits. And then a fair few fast selling transmogs such as the Nezingwary, all that good stuff. They do sell quicker than a lot of things in terms of transmog items. I mean, they're not slow selling transmogs, but in general they are still a bit slow selling. And that's kind of the problem. I mean, you know, mechanical Pandaren Jangling selling weirdly expensive on this server for some reason. Anyway, even then, it's still not great in terms of sale rate. Other stuff that actually sells surprisingly well for engineering are the kind of materials that it can create. Fell steel stabilizer, for example, is so easy. You just get 2 fell steel bars, put it into a fell steel stabilizer, and you know, 1,000 gold profit with a 0.1 sale rate. So again, obviously not super quick, but that's pretty good. That's faster than any transmog will sell. In fact, I might make a couple of those just in case, because they're not really hard to make. Again, Reeves modules, they just don't really sell that good, because only people who use them engineers, and engineers just make them themselves usually. There's a sort of similar situation with the old world blacksmithing stuff. A few old world transmogs do sell pretty quick and pretty good. The Titan Steel stuff, for example. The good thing about the Titan Steel stuff is people often buy the entire set, and each part of the set is often like 10k profit each. So it's happened on my main server, someone's bought all different parts of the set and I've just made a killing. But that doesn't happen so often, and yeah, I mean, all of this stuff, sale rate just isn't great. It's not going to be good enough for me, I'm afraid. I'm going to have to leave it. But I mean, we don't need transmog, guys. Student Albatross is all about the transmog. Go follow his guides he's got out at the moment. He's trying to get to gold cap just selling transmog, which is pretty cool. I am not a big transmog guy. I prefer the really quick selling stuff, so that's what we'll continue to concentrate on because we're doing pretty well at the moment. But yeah, guys, I probably will end the video there. Things are going really well on the challenge. I kind of want to open the mail now, but I think we're going to leave it because I'm quite confident we're going to get some crazy mailbox next episode. I'm talking like 300k plus, hopefully, which would be very nice. I mean, we're already at 180k, and that was in no time at all. And I'm rather confident that my hulking leg plates will sell between 100 and 150k, so we'll get a nice profit from them. The rest of the failure detection pylons will hopefully sell, and the rest of my stuff will start selling as well. Like I say, we've got over 400k of stuff value on the auction house, which I'm pleased about, and hopefully it will be even more by next time. Let's see. Anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying this series. I'm certainly liking it, and yeah, it's been fun. Hope you're learning stuff. I've got lots of nice comments, always appreciate those. Anyway, cheers guys, and until next time, see ya.